there's a reason why we will see or we have seen, celebrities, right? Like a basketball player or a football player or a TV star or a singer or a rapper, right? And they're a celebrity, like they had a hit song or, hit movie or something like that. And then they just go off the face of this earth. Like they go broke and then they're like almost begging for money, right? And it goes to show you that it doesn't matter how much clout that you have, it doesn't matter what your likeness is as far as popularity and stuff like that. If you don't know how to monetize what you have, then it really doesn't mean as much, right? So when it boils down to, you know, when it boils down to social media, when it boils down to anything like that, there's people online that have millions of followers, y'all. They will go live right now and on TikTok and have 2,000 people in their live, but they not selling shit. They broke. Like they still broke. Like they might have a little bit of money, but they don't have no money. They got all this likeness though, right? There's people who have millions of followers on Instagram. They could post something, everything goes viral, right? But they not monetizing. And that's really an issue because what's the point of having all that clout if you're not monetizing off the clout, right? So that's the reason why I wanted to bring my guy in here, right? Is because he grew his channel, his page, his Instagram page, and he's super dope, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gonna see. I don't know if anybody followed him. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Is um I'm starting to put all the guests. If y'all look in the classroom section, I mean not the classroom, the calendar section, I'm starting to put all the guests, their Instagrams, right there. So it'll say like who it is or what we doing for the call, and it'll say go follow them, right? Because I want y'all to start going and doing y'all research on the people who I'm bringing in, just so y'all got an idea. You know what I mean? So you looking and you like, oh shit, that's what they be on. So bro is really dope because he was really creative with how he was doing stuff, right? Hold on real quick. He was real creative. So what he did was he was making remixes and songs and stuff. Uh and it was all about helping people go viral and helping people build their brands up. Yeah, yeah, the rapper. Yeah, you follow. Yeah. Yeah, B, I know you probably follow him too. Uh and it was super creative, right? And sometimes I feel like even myself, I will overthink content all day. And it's like, bro, you're a creator, just fucking create, right? You know what I mean? Um, so then that's when I do create. I just do anything. And it's funny because it's the post that I just do anything where I end up going viral or it does hella numbers and shit. And then the ones where I feel like I'm snapping and I'm giving value and all this shit, that shit don't be doing. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna get this shit down eventually, right? But ultimately, the thing is like you really just gotta know how to do social media. Like you gotta know the different things. It was almost how my guy Keon was coming in and teaching how to build the brands and stuff like that, right? Is you just have to have that sense of direction, you know. So that's the main thing, the main reason why I wanted to bring my guy in because he's super dope. And he's super artistic in that respect as far as how he built his stuff up, right? To get to he went from like bro small likes, not a lot, I mean not likes followers to over 100K in a matter of like not that long, right? And then like I said, it's all about monetizing. Like we could talk all day about how many followers we got or how many likes we got or something going viral. Like people just want to go viral. They post whatever, they want to go viral, right? But it's like it means nothing if it's not converting to dollar signs. It's worthless. It's just like having an 800 credit score and you're not investing in nothing. You're not getting access to capital to go crazy and invest in the assets and growing your business. It's like you just want to open Credit Karma and see an 800 and be like, well, it looks nice. It's like, yeah, it looks nice, but you got to be able to leverage what you got, right? Or else it's worth just as much as having a 400 credit score. If you got 800, you ain't doing nothing with it. It's the same difference. You better off you just as good having a 400, right? Just like if you got millions of followers and likes and all this and views, right? But um, you're not really leveraging it. That's a whole nother thing, right? So before I actually get my guy up here, I know he probably got a couple things he has to do real quick before we get him on. Does anybody have any questions and stuff like that? before we actually start the class, start the call and stuff. Let me know if y'all got any questions or anything going on. So, and then also too, I just want to let y'all know, we got some dope stuff coming up too. Next week we got my homegirl Lola coming in, and she gonna show y'all how to use the AI to go get the business funding and get into the real estate because that's what she do is the real estate shit. And then like I told y'all, y'all do not want to miss the stocks class, y'all. I've seen a lot of shit, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen a lot. At this point, I've seen a lot of people come up. I've seen a lot, bro. And uh and um I've seen a lot of people run it up. Like my guy James about to be back in here too. We was chopping it up today, so we gonna have James back in here. He does the AI, and he's a dog. He'll come. We was talking about it, and I was just like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like since I'm getting down this rabbit hole and everything like that, bro, I need you to come and lay it on them. Like they need money plays right out the gate with the AI, right? So he like, all right, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come lock and load. But I watched him. He used to do credit repair, y'all, and literally. When I tell you, he literally switched from credit repair to going to AI, and I watched this man do $40,000 in like 2 weeks of just learning AI, and then he just went all in. And all he was doing with the AI was just showing people how to do marketing with their AI twins. So just making an AI twin and making AI twin videos because mainly most people's problems is they don't like being on camera. You know what I'm saying? They camera shy, they too self-conscious and insecure or whatever the fuck. They don't like how they sound. They don't like how to like their nose is a little crooked and shit like that. So they're just like, oh shit, hell no, the lighting ain't good enough. You know what I mean? So that's all he did. He made 40K. So that was probably one of the quickest turnups I seen. And that wasn't even that long ago. That was like 6 months ago, right? And it was a quick turn up. And then I think the next month he did 60K. I mean, he went crazy. He was just going nuts, right? I was like, damn, that's crazy as fuck. He said, fuck credit repair. He left everybody. He had clients and all. I'm sorry. I said, damn, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But Chase, though, when I tell y'all do not want to miss the class next week. Next week, Wednesday, y'all do not want to miss the class because he learned how to fucking trade stocks, y'all. He learned how to day trade, bro. And this to me, day trading is the shit where it's just like, bro, that shit undefeated, right? If you know what you're doing, that shit is undefeated. Like my guy West just did 15K today in a matter of a couple minutes is as fast as he trades. I've done trades with him before. He trades for like, bro, 3 minutes, bro. Tops. He'll do like three trades, do like a minute a trade, get in, get out. 15 bands. But this man Chase, he's so cold. He doing literally a quarter million a week. $250,000 a week, yo. I'm like, wait, that's $1 million a month. What the fuck? And you doing this shit when I tell you they trading for like a couple minutes when the market open. A couple minutes, bro. That's it. And they doing it using prop firms, bro. They using other people money. And I finally just got it broke down to me by my guy Stock Trader T. I'm gonna have Stock Trader T come in too. He actually the one who taught Chase, but then he ended up he ended up doing more than Chase. And then now on Chase story, every day, Monday through Friday, right? I think I dropped his Instagram. Let me make sure. Yeah, I didn't drop his Instagram. I'm gonna drop his Instagram in the in the calendar. So y'all could tap into Chase before and y'all could look at that motherfucker Instagram, his stories every day. Just ridiculous. Hold on, I'm finna drop this shit. Every day, ridiculous, y'all. All right. Boom. And so yeah, the biggest thing, right? All his students is going crazy. I be getting mad over trading. Man, look, I traded, I started trading a little bit here and there. I used to have racks. I used to have like at least 10 bands in crypto and shit. You know what I mean? But then that shit started going down. I didn't know what I was just honestly I was following this page on YouTube and I was just listening to what they were saying, just dumping some bread in that shit. And I put probably like bro, I was like doubled up. I put like 5 bands in that bitch. And then that motherfucker, before you knew it, that bitch was at like 10 bands. And then next thing you know, that motherfucker start going down. That bitch start going out. That motherfucker said nine, eight, seven, six. Oh shit, five, four. Hold the fuck up. Four. They got started with five. I was at 10 before pulled that shit out. I wasn't on none of that. But it's a little bit different when it comes down to what they do is they trade options and shit like that. So that shit is like when you just day trading, bro. You trading within that first little sliver of the market. Yeah, crypto definitely that's a buy and hold situation. Like unless it was last night, it was this one post I forgot I seen it, but somebody literally it was a lot of people, but they was just betting on I guess the coins went up after Trump announced that he wasn't gonna bomb Iran, and then they shook hands and was like, they opening up the tunnel funnel water whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't be into politics, y'all. I can't even lie to y'all. I can't even cap to y'all. Soon as I was when I was 13 years old, them motherfuckers told me I could not vote. And then when they weighed me to adult court, they was like, you'll never be able to vote ever in your life, or while you on paper at least. Well, shit. I've been on paper ever since. You know what I'm saying? So my thought process, like my vote never counted anyway. So I didn't want to get it. I was like, man, political shit ain't that shit ain't for me, right? I feel you went through the same shit with the system. Yeah, yeah, straight up, bro. That shit ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. If my vote never mattered, even when I was a kid, I was 16. Like I was a kid, bro. So it's like y'all was slamming me all on top of my neck and shit. You know what I'm saying? If I got neck pains, so I still got back pains and shit. So it's like, man, I'm good on that. So, but I do try to pay attention to certain things that are going on. But then out here, man, it's everything be man, they be lying, they be playing chess moves with themselves and with their peers and with us, and they be capping and saying this and doing something else and having ulterior motives, and man, it be. So I pay attention, but at the same time, it's like you just don't know exactly, you know what I'm saying, exactly what to really believe all the time. You just got to do your research and do your due diligence. But as far as I know, they be beefing over oil and shit, smoke clouds and hidden agendas, straight up. As far as I know, this shit always been about oil. If you ask me, like shit, every time we ever went to war, it's like it was a big transfer in oil and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so all right, let's see. I think my guy might be ready. Let's see. But make sure, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're ready so we can get to it and get this thing on the road. You feel me? Um, and appreciate y'all, everybody who pulled up. Once again, Kilo, Alex, B, Misi, my guy toll free. He came here as toll free. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Moore, Stefan, Trayvon, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Oil and power shit never changed. Now, it's a fact. Shout out to y'all for pulling up. You know what I mean? I think we good. We good. We all good. Carson, you good, bro? I'm gonna go ahead and do
Yes,
this.
sir.
All right, bet. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and announce my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and announce my guy. Do this, you dig? Hold on, man. Don't be dropping no dot cards up in here, man. You gotta drop the bopper up in here, dog. You better get you a bopper, bro. You got get the dot card up out of here, man. I'm the ops. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We don't do the dot cards, man. We do the boppers over here. All right. All right, cool. So my guy, Carson Butler, y'all. Absolute beast, man. I'm super excited for him to come and drop this on y'all. All right. AKA Carson Raps Content is a 22-year-old entrepreneur, content creator, and speaker who helps business owners grow and automate their personal brands through short form content and ad creative. So everybody who feel like they need help getting their content together, feel like they need help really going crazy with how they present themselves on social media. This is it. In just 6 months and 6 days, he scaled his own brand from 1,300 followers to over 100,000 followers while working less than 20 hours a week on content, turning what felt like a part time job into a full time income. But his journey just didn't start with success. After surviving a near fatal car accident at the age of 2 and growing up covering the scars he left behind, Carson struggled with confidence and not wanting to show his face on camera. Eventually, he turned those scars into his strength by showing up every day on camera and pairing his lifelong passion for songwriting with content to develop a unique style that has captured millions of views and changed lives. Today, Carson runs a multiple six-figure content company, has helped clients and himself generate over 15 million views in the past 12 months and close high-ticket clients with the help of organic traffic, right? All right, y'all got to remember organic, there's paid traffic, there's organic traffic, right? We are focused on organic traffic being able to do the same thing or better than paid traffic. His story and strategies have attracted the attention of celebrities and got him invited to stages and podcasts across the US and allowed him to move abroad to India. All right, I got moved to India on their ass. Carson's message is simple. When you walk in the gifts God has given you and stop hiding what makes you different, you could create opportunities beyond what you ever imagine. I want everybody to drop some fire emojis in the chat for my guy Carson. Drop some fire emojis in the chat, man, for my guy real quick. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Fire it up, fire it up. Let's get it. Yeah. All right, Kilo, I see you. Trevor, I see you. Boom, let's get it. All right, Carson, I gave you the co-host. The floor is yours, my guy.
Yo, yo, yo. How y'all doing? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. Let me see. Oh, snap. What happened? Did the stuff pop off? Let me see real quick. All right, hold on. I think his stuff popped off again, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. We gonna see what's going on. We gonna see technical difficulties real quick. It happens to the best of us. That's that India. That's that he over there in India going crazy. I don't know if he in India. He might still be. He might be over here right now.
All right, I just switched
You
off
all
man. I
good?
just took my hotspot. Y'all can hear me now? Yeah, yeah, I'm good.
All right, bet, bet, bet.
Yep, yep, yep.
All right, yep. We hear you, but I don't know because it keep going off.
Yeah, yeah. Happened twice, but I just switched network, so hotspot should be some cool.
Yeah, you breaking out. You cutting out bad, big dog. Yeah, that hot spot is
Cool.
tripping. That motherfucker acting like a knot spot right now. A hot spot said,
Got
"Listen,
it, I got it. All right. I just switched, all right, I just switched to my third network. This is a whole nother Wi-Fi. Can y'all, is it better now? Is it clear?
I hear you, sir."
Is it still laggy?
Nah, you're good. Your camera's hella blurry, but we hear you though.
Okay. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I can hear you perfect now. Perfect, perfect, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Yep. Tell my, I want to get a feel for the room. Tell my business owners in the chat. Drop what product service you guys have. I want to get a feel for the room. What are you guys offering right now? We might need your products for all I know. Might need to be clients. Credit repair, funding. Cool, cool, cool. Painting, cleaning, credit repair, funding. Cool, cool. Okay. It shouldn't be only two business owners in here though. I know y'all be running it up, right? Y'all wouldn't be in Tyler's community if y'all weren't really getting money, working for yourselves, doing what y'all need to do to get everything paid for, photography and career. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Cool. So two we got two credit repair and funding, and we got painting, cleaning, photography. Cool. So, yeah, appreciate you for the intro, Taj. Everything's true. Definitely been able to do a lot of big things on my Instagram. What I'm gonna actually do is just show you guys the style of content that I posted on my page that got me to 100,000 followers, just so I can give y'all an introduction into how I was able to grow and obviously how you guys can grow as well. So let me know when you guys can see my screen. You guys can see it. Drop one in the chat if y'all can see it. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Yep. So this is the first ever video that actually you can say helped blow my page up. 200,000 views, and this was literally March in last year. So let's go ahead and rock and roll. If you hired me to build your brand on social media to up your revenue, here's exactly how I grow your page so you become the person people give their debit to. And I got millions of views, and my clients, they make money too. So go ahead, listen up. And the best part is everything I do will only take you 4 to 8 hours a month. First, I set up an onboarding call to learn about your business, your clients, your niche. Then I will learn about your life and talent so I can see how to make your brand unique. Second, I take what you say to find similar videos that's already getting reach. Then I will write up a script for your video, so all you have to do is read and speak. Third is I'll edit and post all the content on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and IG. And all you gotta do is take the sales calls while in your office or while at the beach. Now, if you want me to help you grow your brand and stack up your cheese, be sure to drop the word coach in the comments so I can see what help you personally need, and always keep shining.
Yeah, drop some fire in
Yeah.
there for my
So
guy.
yeah, that just went crazy. Um, as you guys can see, a lot of comments, people commenting, coach, what I said at the end. And yeah, I just ran that style of content up to the moon. Literally, that style of content is just it just turned my page all the way up. Um, I started doing different formats, different music songs. I'm a cut to different types of songs, um, just so y'all can get context. But yeah, I mean that style of content. I mean, if I sort my page by views, if I just go from the top down, then y'all can see like what I just really ran it up ever since March. So. One of the top videos, let's see. Let me go to my Reels tab. One of the top videos I had hit like 2 million views, and that was just me talking about Instagram settings, but in a rap format. This is me talking about posting times with a rap format. You shouldn't post on Instagram again till you know the right time to post. So I just found different topics. This is posting time. Then I talked about you shouldn't look at yourself when you record. If you still look at yourself from recording your content, you should immediately change it. And then I just ran it up. I started I started telling people like how I grew my Instagram. So when I got to 100,000, I made a rap about that. Not the place, but I would say I'm pretty good at making content on IG. But if I started from scratch and wanted to get back, I would start off with these 5 things. First things first. So yeah, I just ran it up to be honest. Like all of it was just doubling down on the same format. And that's what I want to teach you guys in this training, like how to find how to position yourself on social media to be able to make content that can consistently bring you guys traffic, getting more credit repair clients, more funding clients, photography clients, more people that need painting, need cleaning, need your courier services, whatever you offer. That's my goal to teach you guys how to do that on social media. Um, I've been able to, again, not just help people on my page, but at events, just in between. I know me and Taj have shared a game in regards to social media content that he can put out. Different partners, different people that's spoken to his communities. I've consulted, probably coached them on content before, recorded them, had my shooters record them. It's Yeah, I'm connected to a lot of people. So what I want to do in this training is give you guys 3 things that you guys can improve. So by the end of this training, you can know exactly what to do with these 3 things. And the only reason you don't execute on it is because it's too hard or you're too busy. And if you're too busy, then and then I can help you. Right. Number one is going to be content preparation. Right. I want you guys to write that down. That's going to be the first P when it comes to mastering content. It's content preparation. How do you prepare your message, what you say, right? It's going to be the first P. The second P that we're going to go over in this training is going to be content production, right? Content production, how you actually produce the content. What camera am I using to produce the content? The audio helps me produce the content. I can't even record if I don't have a camera. They won't even hear me if I don't have audio. Lighting, they can't even see me if I don't have good lighting. They won't even listen to me, keep watching my video if I don't have a good background, if I look like, somebody that shouldn't even be on social media, right? So all of that is going to help produce the content, and we're going to go into that on this training. That's number two. And then number three is going to be content perfection. So if I were to take this same setup background, right? If I were to take the same setup and background and it were to be raw, right? And when I say raw, um, you guys can probably see just certain content because I switch it up sometimes. But this would be something where let me show you guys an example. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna actually give you guys real context into what this looks like. Carson, let me go into my Google Drive folder. Boom. So this is all my raw content, right? Um, I'm gonna just pick out. Let me go with June 19th, right? Boom. So if I were to look at this video, right? This is my raw footage. This is how it looked with me putting nothing on it, right? Boom, boom, audio, right? Sometimes I'm looking back at the script. I look at the camera, boom. But then how do I turn it from that raw content and how do I perfect it to where now I can turn it into this content? Where see you see as a title at the top, you see as graphics. I don't even have the sound on, but you can probably understand the video. I'm saying how I hit 70,000 and then it goes from 1,300 to 70,000. So just little things like that, how to make the content perfect to where it goes from a good video to a great video or a great video to a perfect video. That's why we say perfection. One thing I want you guys to write down though, right? Progress, progress will always be perfection. So I want you guys to make progress at all times, right? Progress will beat perfect when perfect doesn't make progress, right? That's one thing I tell all my people that I consult, clients. Progress will beat perfect when perfect doesn't make progress. So what do I mean by that? Right? The person that thinks progress in their mind, they'll beat the person that's trying to be perfect more than the person that's trying to be perfect, right? If they don't make any progress, then they'll never actually be perfect, right? Trying to be perfect, trying to show up on camera, have the best of the best lighting before they even record one video. You get what I mean? Because it took me a while to get to this point, right? Even though it took me 6 months to get from 1,300 followers to 100,000, it took me 3 years to be able to go from that on one account. I've had multiple accounts. This is just a new one that I had for my specific business and my specific offer, right? So that's what I want to go over with you guys, how you can make your Instagram page attract people that will buy your offer and ultimately get you more reach and more visibility so that a lot more people flock to it. Um, Now I'm gonna actually use somebody. I'm gonna use someone that's actually coaching you guys that probably you found from social media, right? The person that I'm gonna use that actually you guys probably found from social media is my guy, my guy Todd, right? It would only be right as a consultant, I'm going to show you guys exactly the things that he's doing to be able to get people in his community, probably how you guys were able to find out about him. Now, starting off with the P number one, we talk about preparation, right? You guys are writing, I hope you guys are writing this down or taking notes, typing this up somewhere. So when it comes to preparation, there's a lot that goes into content, and then also there's a lot that goes into just preparing your Instagram page that somebody would actually flock to it. So what do I mean by that? Right? Think about when you are preparing for anything, right? When you're preparing, let's say you're preparing to get a job, right? If you're preparing for a job, what's the first thing that you have to do when you're applying for that job? Right? Drop something in the chat. I want this to be interactive. Y'all can turn y'all cameras on, unmute, whatever y'all need to do. This is a classes in session, so let's go ahead. Drop. I want y'all to drop exactly what y'all would do before you guys do anything. Like, what's the first thing that you need to do? Look the part. I like that. That's really good, right? What else needs to look the part? There's other things you need to look the part, right? I'm not. I wouldn't show up to. I wouldn't try to, boom, Taj got it. Taj got it. Resume, right? You submit a resume. Before they don't even see you. They may not even interview you if they haven't seen your resume yet. You know what I mean? They don't even interview you, right? So before you guys get into talking, because that's what you do on social media, you talk, right? You're talking to your ideal viewer, the person that you want to view your videos. Before people even usually give you a shot for you to even have a virtual conversation with you through content, they're gonna do what? They're gonna go to your resume. And what is your resume? That's your Instagram profile. Does your Instagram profile attract me? right? Or does it detract me from wanting to work with you, right? So if I look at Todd's Instagram bio, right? Who would be the ideal person to go on his profile? Well, let's look. There's four things that I look at that makes a good Instagram profile, right? And I'll compare it to my own, right? Let me go ahead and duplicate this. Boom. And then I'm going to go to mine, right? So there's four steps of my Instagram bio. There's the first line, which is who I help. The second question that I answer is how I help. The third question I ask is why should I help you? And the fourth question I answer is how do you get help from me? Right? So it's who, how, why, and how can they get help from me? Right? Who, how, why, how. Right? Or I'll say where. Where can they learn more? Right? So who, how, why, where. I want you guys to keep note of that. So when I look at Todd's bio and I'm looking at these four lines, I'm thinking in my head, okay, cool. Who I help? I mean, it's kind of crazy how I scroll down and it fits the framing. But who he helps, it's clearly underlined. I help people build their credit, right? Now, this is almost in the same sentence, explaining who he helps and how he helps them. I don't have too much context on the who. So one thing that's good is I know how he helps them. One thing that's not a who, I don't know exactly who he helps. Right now, it could be anybody fixing, building their credit, but anybody could be anybody. What if I'm looking at his Instagram profile and I already got an 800? So is he going to help me get to 850? Probably not. But if I have instead of a if I have a 600, is he probably going to help me? Probably so. Or 500, even more so. Or 400, even more so. I definitely need Taj if I'm trying to work with him and get funding somehow. So what I would do if I was his social media coach, I would say, "Yo, hey, I help people between a 350 and 650 fix slash build their credit, right? That's the who. That's a lot more of the who. Because if they got over a 650, it's like, well, I might as well just pass them right off the funding, right? Or I help people from a 380 to a 680 fix slash build their credit and get access to 25K to 500K in funding, right? Now, that will be the who and the how. We've dialed in the who, and the how is fix slash build their credit. The thing that I would probably do is so that they get access to 25K to 500K in funding, because the credit will always come before the funding. If you don't have a good credit report, you won't have a good funding, a good report of what funding you can get, right? He can't take a percentage on zero. Cool. So, and then obviously to grow their business, right? Now, that's the who and that's the how. Notice why. Why should you listen to me? Well, you should listen to me because about a year and a week ago, I had 1,300 followers on this account instead of 102,000. You know what I'm saying? So who, how, why? Why should you listen to me? That's why. And if I keep growing, if I hit 110 in 3 months, well, then that's even more of a reason to listen to me. Because now I got more followers and I just keep this the same line. So it's even better, right? Now, for Taj, I don't know that. I might have to go through his client wins and his testimonials. That's a little more friction, right? As a person that's on his page, I want to do less work. So what I could say if I'm making his bio better, I could say funded clients over $5 million in 5 years, right? Help clients get access to 100K in less than 100 days, right? Helped 100 helped 200 plus people get access to at least 50K plus in business funding, right? That's something that would show, hey, here's why you should listen to me. The number of people I helped, the number of dollars I've gotten people funded, right? The average amount in funding I get people, funded people on average 57,000, funded on average 57,000 per client. So hey, if I'm just an average ass client, excuse my language, I can at least get 57. But if I'm above average, which people got egos, they think they are, they'll think, okay, I can get 75, I can get 100, I can get 150. You guys picking up what I'm putting down? Drop a yes in the chat if you guys pick up what I'm putting down. I like that. Yes, sir. Yes. Cool, 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 cool. Now, that's the why I should listen to them. Obviously, like again, like I consult people. I know for the most part they have a good reason to listen to them, but they just don't show it, right? If you don't show it, I don't know it. Y'all write that down, right? You got to show people why they should listen to you. If you don't show it, they don't know it. Like if I don't show you in the bio that I had 1300, well, you might not go through my highlights because that's extra work. So I'm going to take off the work on your plate by doing that in my bio. You get what I mean? Now, step number four, where do I learn more? Right? Who, how, why, where? Where do I learn more? Hit the link below. Perfect, right? And it's directly under the link. As you guys can see, the arrow points straight to the link button, right? This is actually the link icon, so it's perfectly aligned. And now, boom, hit the link below to get started, right? Now, if I click this link, boom, it'll take me to Credit Parent Funding Program. Boom, this is perfect, right? It's a video. It's probably between 5 to 10 minutes long. Yep, 5:06, perfect. Yep, yep, this is what I do. Boom, I know exactly what happens. Boom, boom, get started. Testimonials, 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 testimonials. Boom. Taj can probably convert me into a paying customer, right? Because I see that he knows what he does. You get what I mean? And one thing I want you guys to also do is you guys have to think in mind, okay, cool. How do I optimize everything around my page, right? It's not just what I show through text, but it's what I show visually as well, right? It's not just what I write, but it's also what I show. So what am I showing? What's Todd showing? Well, he's showing he has a private jet behind him, a Lamb truck, I think a pink Rolls Royce and a black Rolls Royce. So that's maybe a pink Urus, a yellow Urus, and a black Rolls Royce. Naturally, if he helps people get credit, get funding, get access to money, financially change their life, well, I want to see if you're looking good financially. And by this video and by this photo, I can see okay, he probably is doing pretty well for himself, right? It's not bums don't get around private jets and Lambos and Urus, you know what I'm saying, and Rolls Royces, right? But you have to think that's because his audience wants that type of change. He's showing the change that his audience wants to have, right? I hired a fitness coach, and I told him I was like, bro, like I'm not gonna charge you, but you need to change your picture. You need to change your picture. What did he do? He changed his picture. He looks fit. This is the change that his clients want to see, right? This is the change that he wants to see. And look, he's following the same things in his bio, right? Because he's connected to the right person. His best client. You know what I'm saying? Um, who he helps. I help men in business, corporate, and sales. How he helps them. Build elite physiques using the 1 hour body method. Okay, where only an hour a day you focus on getting your, like storing your fitness away, right? That's essentially his thing. Worked with over 400 clients since 2017. DM me basics to apply. Picture perfect, right? Boom. Right? And then I look at his profile, he's showing the change that I want to see for myself. He's fit. He has fit in his name. So I think that he's gonna get me fit. Simple as that. Am I making sense, y'all? Drop yes in the chat. Drop yes in the chat if this is making sense. Right? Drop yes in the chat if this is making sense. Right? Now, there's another thing that I want you guys to pay attention to, right? I'm using again, this is people that I give consulting to. Aaron, somebody that I've done it for. Now, think about Taj and think about Aaron's highlights, right? That's another thing you guys want to be aware of is highlights. When it comes to highlights, when you have highlights, you're supposed to highlight the most important things that's gonna make someone become a customer, right? You want to highlight the most important things that make someone become a customer. So one of the biggest mistakes I see people making is they put a bunch of, excuse my language, but they put a bunch of shit in their highlights that doesn't matter in terms of people becoming customers. It's like if I were to be a fitness coach, but I'm putting highlights about, hey, you guys see me climbing rocks in Hawaii. I don't even know if they got rocks in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't matter. Hey, you see me going to Thailand, petting monkeys. You know what I'm saying? Like it has absolutely zero correlation, right? So in his bio, what did he do? He cleaned it up and he put somebody that he put a client testimonial in there, right? Now obviously this helps because it's myself, so I already know what he has in here, right? But he talks about the client, okay, boom, multi six figure content agency owner, right? This was him before he was working with me, you know, a little bit chubby, boom, boom, boom. Then he got fit, and then he was able to bench 2 plays, boom, 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 and then he got fit, boom, before and after, right? So that shows a transformation that highlights something that would make somebody become a customer. If I am not fit, I'm gonna think, damn, I need to hire this guy because he's worked with business owners that are busy that want to get fit, right? For example, for Taj, again, client wins, his first highlight, right? People usually don't scroll to all your highlights. So it's important for your first few highlights to be something that converts people into a customer. If the first highlight I see on Taj's profile is client wins, I'm like, all right, cool. Well, what are his client wins? $10,000 Amex remove. Oh shoot, that's amazing. 800, right? Plus 27. Okay, plus 65 points, 42,000. Was able to, delete $137,000 in debt over 6 months. Oh man, I need that, right? But when people go to your page, and I'm speaking to you guys, what do they think, right? Do they think that, hey, I need to pay this guy or this girl or this gal to work on my credit or work on, my house and he's gonna paint it? Or are they gonna say, "Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's Bree." Or that's B. Oh yeah, that's Trevor. Oh yeah, that's you know what I'm saying? That's Alex, right? That's Akia. Oh yeah, Akia, yeah, she's cool. I don't know if I want to work with her though. You know what I'm saying? That's real, right? You want to highlight the best case studies. For myself, I got testimonies right here, right? These are video testimonials. If somebody, because a lot of times facts tell, but stories sell, right? I could tell people facts of what I've done, but when people hear Mike speak and this guy's paying me almost $1,000 just to hop on the phone, and he's like, "Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie, this dude got me right." Converts people, right? My boy Mike, credit coach. Yo, I want to give a big shout out to Carson, right? Ty, right? Credit, yeah, credit coach, funding coach. Yo, bro, I want to give a big shout out to Carson, right? Kim, taxes, big shout out to Carson. This converts people, Elaine, business coach for estheticians, right? All these things is gonna turn people that hop on my profile, turn them into a paying customer, right? Facts tell, stories sell. That's the phrase. Y'all write that down. I seen Taj's mouth movements. He said it. But hey, if y'all ain't taking notes, man, y'all damn mentor is, right? Monkey see, monkey do. So it's probably gonna be good for you too to take notes, right? Exactly. Boom. So that's again. So we talked about three important things, right? I would say three of the most important things. We talk about your bio, your profile picture, and your highlights. These are gonna be the things that people pay the most attention to. With Instagram usernames, and I've seen that, as long as it's not something that's hard to type in, like I prefer Instagram usernames that don't have any underscores, periods, numbers, or hashtags. Like that, me personally, I don't even think you can do hashtags, but no special characters, essentially, right? Just words. So as you can see, Aaron Alanese Fit, that was my fitness coach. Um, yeah. Myself, Carson Raps content. Now it's a bonus if your username also is related to what you do, your niche. So Aaron Alanese Fit, he does fitness. Carson Raps content, I rap about content, right? And I also rap my content. So it does it coincide in two different ways, right? If I was doing credit, it could be B Talks Credit. It's somebody that I also was gonna do consulting for. Her name is Tasha Talks Credit, right? So all of these things can be related to what you guys do. Um, for you guys, a username for people in the chat. I know someone did painting, right? So a name for you could be Trevor paints. Trevor does painting. Paints by Trevor. That's different. That last one. Steal that. That last one, yeah, steal that if that's not a name already. Um, Photography, photos by IKEA, flicks by IKEA, right? IKEA flicks, IKEA pics. Like you guys need to make your usernames, if possible, related to what you do, so that it's catchy and people can associate you from what you do. Because if you do that, you'll be able to get clients just from people knowing your username. People say Carson Raps content. They already say that out loud and they know what I do, right? But is that the case for you? You gotta ask yourself that, right? Taj Raw is out. Yeah, yeah. Funding by Taj, that would be sick, right? You know, you get it's a lot of different ways you can mix that up. But obviously, like, you're my guy, so we could talk about that. Um, that's another thing you guys will focus on is your Instagram username. Right now, the fifth thing, this is a bonus, but the people that apply this are usually gonna get more results than the people that don't. Um, this is not your username, but it's your first name, last name, right? This is directly under your username. I recommend what you guys do is have what you do inside of your first name, last name. Here's why. Because if you have what you do, when people search for something on Instagram, if I go to the Instagram search bar and I type in content marketer, or I type in content marketing, guess who pops up, right? It's gonna be probably myself. If you if I type this in and I scroll, oh, look who that is. You get what I'm saying? Just because again, the name is in my the thing that I do is in my name. And then if I scroll, am I gonna see myself again? Let's see. Not gonna bore you guys, but oh shit, yep, here I am. October. Boom. Right? So you guys are seeing in real time that if I put something in my bio and I have enough content on my page, it's getting enough views as well. Both work at the same time. But if I do both, Instagram will naturally show me to the people that are searching for that. And those are high intent people. If they're searching for that, that means they're wanting to make change. And if I'm in front of people that want to make change, who are people going to pay to help them change? It's going to be me. Right? So all these five things will help prepare the foundation for your content. We haven't even gotten to content yet, right? But all these things again, before you even hop on the interview, before you even have a conversation with, again, if you're applying for a job, who are you trying to talk to? The decision maker, the boss, the person that's paying the check, right? You want to get in front of them. Well, the better your resume, the better your chances are at getting in front of the decision maker. Same thing with your content, right? the better the better your content, the better your Instagram profile, the better chances you have of speaking to the decision maker that's needing to fix their credit, get it from a 350 to a 750. Needs to get funding, go from 25K in credit cards to 250K in credit cards. They need to scale their business. They need to get access to a line of credit so that they can pay for ad spend, right? You'll get in front of those people. You won't have to talk to, their marketing team when you really want to talk to them. You don't have to talk to their business partner. Like you can get straight to the source and have a lot higher of a chance to convert that person into a customer. All right. So I haven't even gotten into content yet, but drop a one in the chat if y'all are getting some game from this, just off of the profile, right? Yeah. I hope I'm switching shit up for sure. Most definitely. Yeah. Change only happens when you change, right? Now, there's a bonus. I didn't even give y'all this play, but one thing I do want to let you guys know about is there's specific videos that you want to pin to your page. One of the biggest mistakes I see y'all make is y'all will pin the most viral videos that you guys have to the top. That's actually backwards in a lot of situations, right? Let's say I was Selena Gomez, right? And y'all understand my point. She has a bunch of followers. That means her top video, like, it's probably gotten millions and millions of views. I don't even know if she has a pin post. Okay, she doesn't. But let's say she did and her top post was like 100 million. But she wants people to buy her beauty products. Well, might be her post about 100 million might be just a skit, where it was probably over sexualized, right? Because sex sells on Instagram, right? So it's probably something crazy that's attracting the people that won't even buy her beauty products. But that's exactly what you guys will do in your videos. You guys might go viral because you said something crazy. You guys are like, man, y'all seen that thing about Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane? And it got a million views. but it has nothing to do with your credit repair services. Nothing to do, right? It has absolutely nothing to do about people. You're just attracting people to your page when you pin a video that's about something that's not about what you do. All you're doing is you're gonna get more people like that on your page that are just here for Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty. Well, there may be some people that see you do credit and are like, oh, I need help, maybe, right? But what you should do instead is instead of relying on chance that the person that sees that pin post is gonna magically become a customer, right? When most people are probably gonna say, "Oh, I only followed you because of Pooh Shiesty." You know what I'm saying? And then he gets locked up. Instead of relying on that, relying on chance, what you guys should do, you guys should create a video that's about your services and pin that. So, for example, the thing that I showed you guys immediately at the start of the class, this is literally about my service. I've pinned this. I've had this pin for a year, right? Wait for a year I've had this pinned and it still gets comments to this day. Why? Because it's about my service. I'm telling people exactly what I do. Here's how I help them. One, two, three. Onboarding call. If you work with me to help you grow your social media, we start off with an onboarding call. I know about your business, your clients, your niche. Boom. Then I learn about your life and talent so we can see how to make your brand unique. Second, right, we would go search the best videos that you're doing in your space. And then we put those videos and we customize a script based off of how you sound and how you speak and making it sound as authentic to you. Then after that, we edit the content after you film the content. And then we post them on three different platforms: YouTube, TikTok, IG. We post on more platforms now: Threads, LinkedIn, and Threads, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Yeah, we do Facebook now. But yeah. Third, then all you do, right? Your content is gonna help you get calls. Like people are gonna call you up, like, "Hey, bro, I need your credit repair service." Da, da, da. And now all you gotta do is take the calls, right? FaceTime video, right? Boom. And then as long as you can position your product in a good way, and you can get some clients from from this content. And that's the service. I have this pinned so that every time somebody new lands on my page, they don't see the most viral video when I'm talking about settings. Because even though settings is related to what I do, I don't want people that just want that think Instagram settings is gonna magically blow them up and make them the best known business in their niche. I don't want that. I want people that want change and as soon as they go on my profile, they're like, oh, this is what this guy does. Let me hit him up. Let me DM him. Right? The fastest way to turn again a stranger to a paying customer when they see this video pinned to my profile, right? Yeah, I don't think y'all listen to me. I'm changing shit up. I know. I think Taj and Trevor are the only people listening to me. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if y'all hear me. We locked in. All right. Cool. Okay. And that's just your profile. We talked about your bio. We talked about your LinkedIn bio. We talked about your profile picture. We talked about your name. We talked about your username. We talked about your highlights. We talked about your pin post. We talked about what not to have as your pin post. Because if it's just a viral video, but it's not the thing that's going to get you clients from that video, all you're doing is paying for attention and wasting attention. And if you waste time, then you're not going to get paid for your time. That's just the reality of the situation. I'm here to tell you before anybody tells you different, right? Hopefully you guys got game from that. And let me know if y'all are ready for the content, right? And I'm gonna make this quick because I mean, just off that alone, I know y'all have a lot of game, a lot of things to do. But let me know if y'all ready for the actual content sauce, because that's exactly what blew me up to 100,000. So I feel like I'd be doing y'all a disservice if I didn't go over that. Cool, cool, cool. My boy Taj with some good B-roll. I was snapping. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So, right. Now, I'm gonna use again. I'm gonna go back to Todd's profiles because I feel like it's easiest to use him as an example. You guys look at his content already, so it makes sense. There's three types of content. Like if I was a social media manager, well, I am a social media manager. But let me give context. If I was a social media manager for Todd's profile specifically, right, here's the three types of content that I will post once everything in my bio is optimized the right way, right? Profile picture, username, name, the whole nine. Three types of content. You guys write this down. There's content that gets people to know you, right? First type of content, more people know you. Strangers that don't know you, now they do know you, right? This gets you attention and reach. Content that gets people to like you, right? So now that people know you, they followed your page. That's people, but you guys probably got ghost followers. So this is how you turn a follower into an engaged follower when you post content that gets people to like you. That's step number two. Step number three, I need people that like me. I'm gonna make content that gets them to trust me. That's step number three. And what do I mean by trust me? It's not just trust me in terms of, hey, bro, if I told you my deepest, darkest secret, which you not tell anybody, it's not like that. But, but, but it's, hey, if I gave you $1,000, if I gave you $1,000 right now to help me fix my credit and put me on a fast track to get business money, could you fulfill on that service and not just do it, but do it well? That's content that gets people to trust me, right? Now I'm gonna go over these three things as if I'm again managing his social media, starting with content that gets people to know him, right? Now, in terms of getting people to know you, right? There's going to be the best type of content that you can post is going to be things that appeal to you have to think in a stranger's mind, like they don't know you. So you have to bridge a gap between what they do know and what they don't know. What they don't know is you, but what they do know is something that they're doing or something that other people are doing. So what type of content could I make by this? Well, what they're doing is probably the wrong thing, right? Let's say I'm a credit repair and funding specialist. Literally, that's in his bio. Well, if I'm speaking to people that are between the 350 and 650, what are people with a 350 and 650 doing? Well, they're probably, paying for collections on their credit report. They stay broke and then their credit stays fucked up. All right, cool. So now I know exactly what those people do. I'm gonna make a video about that. And I'm gonna do something that's controversial because it appeals to the masses and it's something that they already do, right? So I might make a video. We did this for a client, and he literally got 300,000 views on this video that we put out for him. Go to MJ University and go to my guy, right? Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna erase this while this is loading. Boom. So he literally made a video about connections, right? We made this video for him. Boom, boom, boom. If I go to, I'm gonna go to August, I believe it was that we posted this, right? I believe it's right here, 8:25. Or no, he pinned it. He pinned it. Yep, here it is. Here it is. All right, cool. So stop paying collections that just popped up on your credit report, right? So he's speaking to people that don't know him, right? This is meant to get you views, right? Get you reach because a lot of people pay collections. They do know that. They do know what collections is because they paying them motherfuckers, right? Boom. So I want you guys to write down this framework. If I make a video that's getting people to know me, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give a controversial take. So I'm gonna say what people are doing wrong or what they aren't doing that they should do that's right. So it might be stop doing common thing, right? Stop paying for connections. Stop trying to remove late payments on your own. Stop paying tax liens or stop stressing over hard inquiries. It's a common thing that people between 350 and 650 do. They stress about things they shouldn't stress over. They pay things they shouldn't pay, right? Etc. Now, that's what they're doing wrong, right? Or it could be what they're not doing, what they should do that's right. So stop doing common action or start doing uncommon action, right? So this is and I want y'all to write that down because I'm gonna connect both of those things in this video, right? So stop doing common action, paying collections, right? It's the quickest way to hold up.
Kill your chances at funding. By way to kill your chance to report. It's the quickest way to kill your chances at funding.
Okay, cool. So we got what not to do. Stop doing common action. What I want y'all to write this down. What why? Now I'm gonna explain why. That's the natural question somebody has in the video, right? So if I'm somebody that's watching this video from Avon, I know what not to do. Don't pay connections, but what not to do? All right, well, don't pay connections. All right, why not? Like, why don't I do that? It's the quickest way to ruin your chances at funding.
By doing so, you're actually showing the lenders that the collection is valid, which is a big red flag to lenders. Here's what you should do.
Boom. You're showing the collection is valid when you pay it, which is a big red flag to people that could potentially lend you money for funding. Now that's the reason, right? Now, what? Why? That's why. Now I've answered that question. Now, what's the next question that someone might have, right? And I'm gonna actually let y'all. What might be the next question that someone has? They what? Why? What's the next question that they might have though? After they know why this is bad. How? Exactly. What? Why? How? But how do I do it? Not necessarily how do I do it? How do I go about this a different way? Because obviously what I'm doing is wrong and I know why. But how do I do this the right way? Well, this is how you do it. Here's what you should do instead.
Do in order to keep collections off your credit report and access 5 to 6 figures in business funding. You want to send something called a debt validation letter to the collection agencies.
Boom. He's saying send a debt validation letter to the collection agencies. If you want to draft up a good debt validation letter, you want to go to ChatGPT and type in this prompt. You're an expert in consumer law. Generate me a debt validation letter based off code 15 USC 1692C. They give you the prompt, copy that prompt, email it to the debt collector, and you'll be able to see within 30 days your collections wipe off your credit report. And that's exactly like now I've taken somebody what, why, how. Now they know how to do something. So now they're like, oh, you just gave me game, right? Now I know how to do something. I know how to produce change. You've helped me change something in my video, or not video, but you've helped me change something in my life. I'm gonna drop you a follow, right? That's what happens when you make content like this. This is getting people to know you. What, why, how. As a bonus, what I tell my clients, because I don't know if we did it for Yvonne in this video, but what I tell my clients, I'll say what, why, how, now. What are they doing wrong? Why is it wrong? How did they go about this instead? Now, what can they expect? Right? Which the now is the bonus. It's a bonus. But if I'm saying how to go about it, Yvonne explained how. Now, when you do this, you can save the money that you would have paid on collections and access 5 to 6 figures of business funding and never have to answer to a debt collector ever again. That's the now. Now, what you can expect. I'm selling them on doing this because I'm connecting it to what they actually want, which is 5 to 6 figures in funding and to not have to answer to a debt collector. That's how you make content that gets people to know you. What, why, how, now. And we did it in this video and it got 300,000 views and he ran it as an ad and helped them go from 10 to 50K a month. Right? Just like that. Cool. So that's the first type of content I would post right on Tyler's page. And it doesn't have to be collections. It could be literally any mistake. Literally, if you guys can't think of anything, you guys can go to Claude. We don't use ChatGPT anymore. You guys can go to Claude, right? Personal use. Okay, it's not. I forgot I use the app so much, so I'm not connected to it on the desktop. But you guys can literally let me go to Claude. I'm gonna share my screen and show you guys Claude. You guys can literally go to Claude and be like, um, hey, what's up, Claude? Can you give me the top mistakes that people in the credit repair and funding space make when they are in the 350 to 650 score range? Right? Boom. Let's stop this. All right. And the way I would make this prompt better is I would say give me a master Claude prompt that gives me the best answer to this question. This is how you prompt AI on how you should prompt AI. So I ain't gonna lie, this is even more game that y'all really should take note of. The people that consumers, right? Because I'm targeting consumers, the 350 to 650 score range, credit score range. Boom. Now Claude, what it's gonna do is actually gonna cook up a better prompt than what I gave it. Now Claude is giving me the exact fucking prompt. And it's telling me, hey, this is what I should actually type into Claude. You are a senior credit strategist and consumer finance expert with 20 plus years of experience working directly with clients in the subprime and near prime credit range, 350 to 650 FICO scores. You have a deep knowledge of this. Your task: give me this for each mistake. Follow this. Boom, boom, boom. Section one, credit repair mistakes. Section two, funding mistakes. Now, all I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this prompt. I'm going to take off all the rest of the stuff at the bottom that's not necessary. And then Claude is literally gonna break down the exact mistakes that I can make content about after it gives me this master prompt. What's a credit repair mistake? Disputing everything at once. I can make a video about that, right? It's giving me the correct strategy instead. Mistake number two, paying off old collection. That's what we made the video about. I got 300,000 views off of. Like literally, I used AI to help me prompt AI, and now the better prompt for AI is telling me the mistakes that I can use for my content to help me get more views, more leads, and more clients on social media. I don't know if y'all hearing me, dog. I don't know, right? And I think it's still cooking. Yeah. I mean, if y'all do credit repair, I don't know how y'all lose. It's literally still cooking. And doesn't this look so much better than GPT, like ChatGPT? That's all another story. Right? Like it's literally like cooking with hot grease. It's giving you a way better output than you would have if you just said, "Hey Claude, can you give me five content ideas?" That's horrible. Right? This is how you actually use AI to get ideas for what you can make content about. That's crazy. Yeah, it is, dog. Yeah. Still cooking. You know what I'm saying? So now, right? And just cause you know what I'm saying, just cause, just cause I want to see y'all win, right? I'm a tell you guys what the first prompt was. Just give me a master Claude prompt. It gave me the master prompt, and then I just took the master prompt and put it in, and then it gave me this. Very simple, right? Literally that simple. So that's what I would recommend that you guys do for content that gets people to know you. Now, there's gonna be two more types of content. I'm gonna share my screen, go back to Tyler's social media, right? Now, there's no content that gets people to know you, and I'm gonna go a little bit quick because I know we're about 13 minutes over. Content that gets people to like you, right? People like people that they relate to, right? When people relate to you, they build relationships with you, right? You guys probably got a lot of ghost followers that don't care about you for real. So that's the type of content you want to make for people that just follow you, but they aren't really engaged with your page. So you might ask, how do I actually make content that gets people to like me? I'll show you guys exactly how, and it's through telling stories the right way, though, not just telling about your kids and your baby mama and how, she asking for child support money and you don't want to give it to her. Fuck those stories. We want to make stories that actually help people convert into customers. So a story that I might tell, I know my audience. All of the ideas derive from the audience, right? So my audience is probably people, they probably are business owners, but they are a little bit shy on, to get on camera. They might be great at what they do, but they're not great at telling what they do. They're not that confident when they hop on camera. You guys get what I mean? So when I make a video like this, right? And the only reason I can easily show you guys the video, but I'm gonna talk over it with the volume off just so it makes sense, right? I'm talking about how January 26th, I was in a car accident. Um, Rushed to the hospital, spent over a month in the hospital. Was in a car accident at the age of 2. But it motivated me to be the best person I could be. So then after that, I started to post on social media so that I could gain more confidence around, showing my scars, right? Because I know some people are conscious about being on camera because of how they look. It may not be scars, but it could be, you know, their makeup doesn't look perfect if they're a girl. It could be, they didn't have a haircut that day, and then, my homie, he may not want to record that day because he didn't get a cut, right? I'm talking to the person that could potentially relate to the story. So the story is engineered to relate to the audience that can actually buy my product, right? And then I talk about how I stay consistent, didn't get any views on my old page, but near the end of the year, right, I started posting this type of content. I kind of grew, but then I started going viral. Then I started teaching people how to go viral with my business. Started the rap content, didn't get any traction, but then eventually got traction. Went from 1,300 to 70K in 3 months, and now I help people do the same thing. People reached out to me, hey, can you help me? So if you're someone that's trying to get help, like I've been able to do for my clients, comment the word shine. I'll send you more information on how I can help. Right now, this content, people like me way more from this content because they're like, yo, he was in a car accident. He failed on social media, right? He went through everything. He was in a, what I'm saying? He was in a situation where it was life or death. Like this guy feels so relatable. He feels human to me. So now someone's an engaged follower from this video, right? But the story was chosen in a way that it actually relates to my audience, their struggles, their pain points, what they go through on a day-to-day basis, right? So you guys have to make sure the stories relate to what your audience is facing, and you can take inspiration from stories in your life and relate it to the core concept. I might tell somebody, yo, I was just looking at my credit score today, and it was a 550. And it's because I had, somebody put a connection on my credit report. And I just think about how a lot of you guys' Instagram profiles is a 550, and it's because you got a bunch of things on your Instagram profile that don't need to be there, right? Something like that. Like I could take a story from something else and then relate it to what I actually do, right? It's a lot of ways you can do that. But the whole goal with this type of content is to build that relationships with your audience so more people like you. Drop a one in the chat if you guys get what I mean. And we'll move on to the last type of content. hmm Cool. So number three, content that gets people to trust you. I already showed you guys at the start of the class, right? But I'm gonna go over it one more time just so you guys see why this type of content will build trust. Now, again, when I say content that builds trust, the whole goal of trust is trust in me as a business owner, right? So if I want people to trust me as a business owner, I have to show them that I know what I'm talking about, that I'm competent and good at what I do, right? How can I show that? Well, hey, m- and I've gotten millions of views, and my clients they make money too, right? 100K video, 200K video, almost 70K video. My client closed a 3K deal, 3K deal, 1K deal, like, help my clients make money, and we also get views. Like this is showing this is showing you guys that I'm good at what I do. So if I was Taj and I was making the same type of video, I might say, yo, I've been able to get hundreds of clients from a 450 to 750 in less than 90 days. If you hire me to help you fix your credit, here's exactly how I would do it, like I've done for 400 plus clients. Boom. Now, naturally, I'm like, damn, this is the result that he's done for me, right? It's essentially the same thing I'm saying. If you hire me to build your brand on social media to up your revenue, that's the hook. If you hire me to fix your credit and get you funding so you can grow your business, here's exactly what I do so that you can make money, change lives, and have financial freedom, right? And I've been able to get 1,000 people plus to 750s and get over 500 people funded over $50,000 in the last 2 years. And the best part about it is us fixing your credit and getting you funding. It only takes around 1 hour per week of your time to make sure you get results. Now people are like, damn, he gets people results. He gets people results. It doesn't take time, and he can do it so that I can grow my business. I'm in. I'm watching this video. Right now, what's the first thing you do? Right, first thing you do, sign up. I will have you sign up for a credit monitoring software and upload your credit report so that we can get the negative items off the three bureaus: TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, boom, boom, boom. Right. The second thing I'll do is check in with like whatever the service is. You just break it down, and then at the end, you're like, okay, and that's and that and all and these three services is how we were able to get this client, this client, this client to a 750 plus, and get this client, this client, this client funded over $150,000. If you want to be the next case study, then comment the word case, and I'll send you more information about how I can help. That video would it would print money, right? Because I'm showing people again. Like I want you guys when it comes to making content that get people to trust you, I want you guys to write this framework down, right? Proof, promise, plan, right? Proof, promise, plan, right? The proof, yo, I've gotten 70 people to a 700 in the last 7 years, right? And if you hired me to get you to the 700, here's what I do so that you can get approved for you can get approved for business funding. Boom, that's the promise. Plan. Step one, step two, step three, then connect it back into the promise. And this plan is going to help you get a 750 so you can get approved for 70,000 to 150,000 in business money. So if you want to work with me so you can get this result, then comment the word blank or click the link on the screen or DM me the word this, and I'll send you more information about how I can help. It works every time, right? It works every single time, right? Every single time. Video didn't just give me 200,000 views, but it got me over 1,000 comments. This is comments right here. 1.1K. Slice it in half because actually don't slice it in half because people this was actually no auto reply. So yeah, 1,000 comments. What could you do with 1,000 comments? Organic comments. I didn't even boost this. I just ran it as an ad separate, right? Let me throw it back to Taj, man. I think I gave y'all a lot of game. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo,
That was,
yo, that's crazy. So I'm over here. Hey, everybody drop some fire in the chat real quick, man. Drop some fire in the chat for my guy Carson. He just came on here. It just lit it up, just gave actual frameworks of what a solid credit profile, I mean, not a credit profile, Instagram profile. I'm so used to saying credit profile is crazy. Instagram profile really looks like, but also if you guys didn't pay attention, it's not just about representation of how you are showing yourself to your avatar and to your target audience, but it's also how you present yourself in a way that's going to get them to want to actually come and shop with you and convert from just somebody who landed on your page to they landed their money landed in your bank account, right? Essentially. And so that honestly, bro, I've taken so many notes. Like I'm over here sitting taking notes, and then I'm over here like looking up different name variations and all type of stuff, bro. I got the whole nine over here cooking right now.
yeah,
Yo, so
yeah,
that's fire. And then so I do know in this group right here, we have a few business owners, and then there's just a few people who are interested in starting up businesses and stuff like that. Honestly, y'all, if I'm being honest with you, even if you don't have a business right now, this is still something that I would take action on right now with just simple things. Obviously, if you don't have a business and you're not getting results for clients that you don't have yet, it's okay. But look at whatever you're aspiring to do, right? And then start thinking about the your target audience and your avatar, like the person who you are looking to be able to, make an impact for within the space and the realm that you're in, right? Uh, and then start making those changes. You know what I mean? Yo, this is something that everybody should run this video back for sure. This recording right here, I gotta run this back for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, and then
No,
like you said, document the process, right? Because at the end of the day, yo, you document the process of you even coming up with the idea. All that stuff is content later on that could convert as well. So it's just crazy, bro. You got my brain clicking right now.
yeah. I hope y'all write that phrase down. I didn't even. It's crazy. Really just came off the top, but yeah, document the process so and they'll eventually complement the progress. So what do I mean by that? You document the process of what you are aspiring to do. So let's say I'm in credit repair and I'm new, right? I might say, yo, here's day one of me getting a client's credit to a 700 in 12 weeks or less. But it's day one, day two, day three, day four, day five. You document it, right? So that you can just show the progress that you're making. People might know that you're new, but that's cool because you're being transparent, right? Honest people pay honest people. So if you want honest clients that are good, they have good spirits, they're good hearted, then be honest on your social media. Show that up front, right? What you give, you'll get back, right? So if you show up on social media as honest as you can be, right? Hey, it's day one of me growing my credit repair company. It's the first thing that I'm doing, right? I did 4 hours of outreach today to potential real estate agents that have a lot of clients that get DQ'd and they can't buy homes, right? I did 4 hours of cold calling. I did 4 hours of content. I did 4 hours of studying ads so that I can put this $1,000 that I got saved up into, 30 days worth of ads next month, $30 a day for 30 days. You get what I'm saying? Like you can document that process of you guys going through the motions. And then you look back 2, 3 months, you made this content for every day for 90 days, and you look back and people follow you, and you probably got pretty good at fixing credit in 90 days. And then the people that saw you on day one, on day 90, you got a client result, and then like, hey, I'm gonna pay you because you honest and you actually grew in real time. Let me pay you some money.
Thanks. So
Right?
let me ask you a question. So what do you think about, because I know today we spoke on mainly keeping all content directly focused on your niche, right? Because when people land
Yeah.
on your page, that's your avatar, that's the person
Yeah.
who's coming for something specifically. But
Yeah.
then also I see and I hear people, for instance, on the top of my brain right now is like Ariel Pryor, right?
Yeah.
Went crazy, drove her shit up
Yeah.
to 1 million followers in like a year or some shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? But on her page, it's very different.
Right.
Like, because she mentioned the three C's, or she'll go uh controversial, so she can literally, she's not really voicing her opinion on something controversial, but she'll talk about, she has the video where she sits down and she's telling the man what to do in a relationship, or like telling the woman what to do in a relationship type shit. Whole time she not even in no relationship, but she just voicing these like heavy ass opinions, knowing that people gonna be in the comments like, oh yeah, they feeling it, right? But it's nope, that ain't got nothing to do with what she sells. You know what I mean? So like, what do you think about that as far as like still keeping it? Because then she was talking about the three C's where she'll do something controversial, then she'll do something. What I forgot what the fuck it was, but it basically was like controversial. It was one thing that would be like something value driven, where she is doing something within her niche,
Yeah.
right? Because I feel like ultimately isn't it's like still boosting your shit in the algorithm to where people are just gonna like you
Yeah.
if they like you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it
Yeah.
don't hurt to be a pretty female too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit don't
Yeah. Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah. No, that's a good question. So you're asking if the question is, should you make content that's outside of your niche to bring in more people? Is that what you're asking?
Right.
Yeah, that's a good question. So the way my thoughts, it all depends on who you sell to. So I'll give you an example. If you are somebody that you sell to real estate brokers, then the content that may be outside of your niche might be something that a lot of real estate brokers deal with. So real estate brokers might deal with clients again that have bad credit, right? So this might be a video about, do y'all just hate people that have bad credit? Like people that just have bad credit, man, they show up to your calls and they waste your time and they can't get approved for home loans, but they lie on the application and say that they can. That controversial content of like me calling out people that have bad credit and like, hey, y'all hate these motherfuckers. It's probably gonna be real estate brokers that appeal to that type of content, and they're gonna be like, oh man, I can't, man, y'all, you right, man, that's relatable, man. Like again, I'm building a relationship when people relate with me in my content, right? So now they might follow my page and then eventually they see the content where I'm talking about, yo, if you're a real estate broker, you need to stop letting people get on the phone with you if they have bad credit. The reason why is because they waste your time. When you waste time, you're not taking time to do things that actually pay you for your time. So instead, here's what you should do. On your funnel, you should have an application form that requires people to put their credit score. Once they put in their credit score, if they put anything below a 650, then you automatically send them to a school community for them to get their credit repaired from one of your business partners. So that the only people you hop on calls with are people that with a credit score of 650 or above, so that you can take calls with people that actually pay you for your time instead of wasting your time. Now you're able to, save time, get more money for the time you put into your business, and make money off of referring people to a credit repair partner. Do this and you'll never waste time with credit clients ever again. If they see that education on my page now, like that's gonna convert them into somebody that could potentially be a client, but they may have came from a video where I'm just talking shit about people who have bad credit. You guys get what I'm saying?
1000%. That makes
So
that.
it all depends on you on who you sell to. I think for her offering, like because it's a lot, it's very broad. Like anyone, I don't know what she sells, but let's just say you sell something where you teach people how to make 5K a month. selling products on Amazon. Well,
Right.
anybody could want to make an extra $5,000 a month, right? That's so broad. So I might make controversial content that appeals to everyone
Yeah.
because my offer appeals to everyone. So everything's offer first, right? But if I'm a content coach for business owners, well, I'm not gonna make content. I'm not gonna make content where I'm pulling in people that are, you know, are just tire kickers that sit on the couch all day, don't own a business, and talk shit about people that do have business. You get what I mean?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yo, so all right, cool. That does make a lot of sense because yeah, her stuff is pretty broad. I think I know for a fact that at first she was selling like selling like reselling like watches and different things from like overseas. She had like the resale plug or something
Yeah.
selling that. Then she started teaching people how to like convert off their content and sell stuff online, digital
Yeah.
product.
Yeah,
Um,
so it's also, yeah, like I said, it's the content. The content should always be offer first. So if her offer is teaching, like it's different levels. Like she could be in the same niche as me. Like maybe she is now. I don't know because I know she's changed her offer a bit. But
right,
even if she's the same, like even if she's in the content coach niche now, she's teaching people that want to make content to maybe get brand deals. That's a not different of a client than someone that wants to make content to grow their business. Someone that's interested in brand deals probably is cool with 5K a month. Somebody that's running a business probably at least want to make 50 or already make 50.
facts.
You get
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, that makes
So
sense.
like our messaging is gonna be different. I'm not gonna make the same content she makes because I don't want to attract the same people she attracts.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what are your thoughts too? And anybody who has a question too, y'all could either raise your hand or anything like that. But what are your thoughts on because we spoke on Instagram today, right? So what are your thoughts because as far as TikTok goes, because TikTok's a little
Yeah.
different because TikTok is like so wide range. Like I'll go to some people's page that do certain things, and I feel like everything isn't just one thing. It's like so many different combinations of things. Because that's more of like a you. That's more of like how you said don't pick up your phone. That's like more of a platform where they like want you to pick up your phone and just talk to the phone and shit. You know what I mean? And those phone like I'll see people that literally just got out of bed. You could tell, no, they're still in bed. They didn't even brush their teeth or nothing. And they're just like posting something. They got 2.3 million views just talking about some random shit. So, like, what are your thoughts on that? Is there a different approach that you are taking or going to take or anything with TikTok than Instagram? Or would it be something similar all around the board because of what,
Yeah.
you just want people to be able to come
Yeah.
and convert?
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen so the question is like, am I gonna approach TikTok? Am I gonna approach TikTok content creation different than I approach Instagram content
Yeah.
creation?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll say yes and no. And the reason why I say yes and no is because no, because there's typically gonna be things that are tried and true and evergreen when it comes to content creation, right? Give value before you ask for it. Make things that are easy to understand. If you're looking to make content that gets views, make the message as dumbed down as possible. Speak in a fifth grade reading level if you do speak. Make it easy enough for a 5-year-old to understand. Like that's gonna be stuff that content that gets a lot of views. It's timeless on all platforms. If it's sales type of content where you want people to convert, it's like, all right, how do I position my offer in a way that people are attracted to it? How do I make the offer a no-brainer? How do I make my social proof a no-brainer to where when people hear the offer, they know that I'm somebody that actually is credible in terms of what I offer. That's timeless. When it comes to the things that are different across TikTok and Instagram, I can say definitely like the visuals on Instagram is going to be a lot more and a little bit heavier than what you see on TikTok. TikTok is a little more raw, uncut, typically just captions and phone content. Instagram is going to lean more towards camera content and aesthetic visuals. So on my page, you see a lot more hyper engaging edits. You see colors, you see things that you can only do in an expensive editing software, right? On TikTok, you won't even see content like that for the most part. And if you do see it, it probably won't get as much reach as something that's raw and real will. You get what I mean?
Yeah, facts. Does anybody have any questions for him? Because y'all know I sit here and ask 10 million questions out the gate because I'm like, look, does anybody got questions, y'all? Anything at all? I know Misi said, I was, you answered my question. Should I listen right now? Even if you had to make an extra page right now, you could potentially go viral and build something that you didn't even know you could build just off of being you. Like if you're a mom that works this job and does this and you could put that in your, yeah, you could build your page off of that. And if that goes viral, then you want to create a business outside of that, then it's like, okay, now you can create another page where it strictly goes to that business. You know what I mean? Where you build that page up. But like the frameworks that he's given right here is shit, basically you could start a brand new business with a brand new page and still make high engaging content that converts into capital, all based on using these frameworks, right? So definitely just keep that in mind. Shit, where was that? What was the question I was just about to say? Shit, I forgot what it was. I went off. I said, shit, you gave a lot of sauce. I appreciate you. And Taj, yeah, no, for real, I appreciate you for sure. All right, cool. Yeah, IG, get on IG, Missy, man. You gotta get on all platforms because shit, it's money everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Uh, boom, boom, boom. Damn, I forgot the question I was gonna ask, but I'll just ask you when I figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Um, all right, y'all.
Yeah.
We got anything else for my guy before we jump off of here? First and foremost, Carson, I want to say, bro, I appreciate you. You came in here, dropped some heat for us.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
he did drop his IG. So everybody make sure y'all go follow him. Try to pull it up real quick, real fast. Real quick, real fast for y'all, real quick. Just to make sure that we drop this in here again. Make sure y'all follow him and everybody get on IG and everybody who do got a business up in here. Make sure that y'all are switching stuff up because y'all gonna see a couple changes. We looked at my page tonight, so y'all gonna see it's gonna be a little different. You know what I mean? Because and it's funny that we even pulled my page up today because I was just on TikTok earlier and somebody didn't know how to say my name. Like they said it was like Tazra or something. And I'm just like, man, I need to make my name on TikTok be what I do still. So people know, like, okay, right out the gate, this the dude who does credit. So, oh yeah, I was gonna talk to you about your video edits. That's what I
Yeah.
was gonna ask. All right. So you just said something about like higher ticket software and stuff. So what sauce do you got on edited the videos to make them look like that, bro? Because I've been trying to like figure out how to get my video. Do you use like Adobe shit and all that, or what? Like how you doing that?
Yeah. In regards to the editing, yeah, I mean, I could go over like editing principles, like Goki, that's a whole nother class.
It's a whole yeah,
Um,
yeah, no, for
yeah,
sure. Just a short version of the question or the answer. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I can give y'all the right answer and the real answer. So the right answer, the software you could go to Adobe After Effects, download that on the App Store. After Effects. That's the best software that is gonna give you the effects like mine, and it's more than just like colors for captions and words and stuff like that, but it's for you to actually have the animations that are more 3D like
Right.
on my videos. So that's the right answer. The real answer is probably gonna take like 3 to 6 months realistically.
To learning that shit
To even get to that level. And like that's not 3 to 6 months of just fucking around. Like that's 3 to 6 months of like actually like
going hard.
yeah. So yeah, I mean the real answer is like most of my clients they just hire me and they basically like contract my team and we end up working with them to be able to produce the same quality on their page.
1000%. And then so what do you so for this service right here, what do you
Yeah.
typically charge, right?
hmm
To be able to come
Yeah. Yeah.
serve.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys were to work with me as a client, you'll see it on the Calendly. So anywhere from between usually clients to get started is between 5 to 10,000 to start. Um, what you guys will be looking at in regards to me working with Taj, like we'll put together a deal. We'll put together some type of partnership if you guys want to actually work with me to get some high quality videos. Because I have some partnerships with some other companies where we work things out. We put together custom community packages. So yeah, me and Taj, we could probably work something out for you guys. But in regards to what people come to me for, yeah, they're usually putting down between 5 to 10K to get started, and then to continue the service, they'll pay me because content you don't stop. They'll pay me between 2,500 to 5K a month, to manage their whole social media. So doing the posting, the editing, even what they say, like actually ghostwriting what they say essentially. So
It's fire. And
it's
I personally know a few people that you work with, and I know their content has converted to dollar signs for sure. So that's the whole reason why I wanted to bring you into the group and everything too. Because when you see, first off, you see y'all go to his page, you see the videos, you see what's going on, you see the climb. But then once you start meeting people and knowing people who he's also helped convert the content into cash, you know what I mean? Then that's a whole different story because now
exactly.
at that point, that's where the value is at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, five,
Yeah.
hey, if I know I'm going to convert this into dollar signs to where I'm going to make more than that, then it's an asset. It's a good investment, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
love it, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah. You can
so
make that back with one client, like I put in the chat. I mean, that's what people don't, people. And I mean, the reason I'm so straight to the point because realistically, with business owners, like it's an easy sell. Really, I don't gotta do all the things and
right,
spice y'all up, butter y'all up, whatever. But at the end of the day, I mean, just do the math. It's numbers, right? Like the more time people spend with you, the more money they spend with you, and the more time people spend is through having more content minutes, more content time on your page, right? If you have 30 videos versus one video, well, the person that has 30 videos, I can spend more time on their page, trust them more, and ultimately become a customer.
that's a fact.
So after 3 months of working with me, you'll have months of content on your page to where people can just binge that. It's high quality, you have a good message, and you're on 6 different platforms. You post for the clients on 6 different platforms. So that's however much content minutes times six.
Yeah,
You know
facts.
what I'm saying? So it's just like it's like it's a numbers game. It's like, all right, like, do you want to make money now or you want to go slow or you want to go fast? And the best part is if you want to go even faster, you can just spend money in ads on the videos that we make, and that's how we've taken clients from 10 to
Yeah.
50K a month.
So you go, I mean, yeah, because that's the cheat code too, right? It's like
Yeah.
you know, you make this content, right? And we get it out here. It's just going viral. We running it up. Now we just run the ads behind that and shit and
And
intensify.
I got a bro, and yeah, and now like I mean, like you got again 1,300 followers with me a year ago. A year later, we don't just do content. Like I literally have an ads partner now. So it's really like it's no excuse not to run it up. Like you know what I'm saying? Like my partner, he manages accounts like literally credit repair companies doing $150,000 a month
Beautiful. That is
once
that's
once the ads is dialed in. So bro, like.
yes, sir.
Again, like, I'm gonna talk to y'all in numbers. I don't bullshit. Like
Yeah, that's all
sign
we
up
can look
now.
at, you know, reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
We
don't
gotta
like. I'm
crunch the
not.
numbers. Yeah, we gotta crunch the numbers, man. As long as the math is mathing, then that shit's for me right there, yo.
Yeah,
No, that's
facts.
what's up, man. Yo, we appreciate you for oh, this shit was dope. I know for a fact I definitely got some sauce out of this class right here. And
Most definitely.
I'm gonna revamp a couple things. Make sure y'all hit that Calendly if y'all want to jump on the call with my guy and discuss how you could work with him
Yeah,
and how you could put that in motion. Especially if you guys are serious about really locking in and getting taking things to the next level because all it takes is the right coach behind you, somebody who actually knows what they're doing, knows what they're talking about, and they really do this shit in real life. And then at that point, it's just execution. But when you got somebody like him who's actually telling you what to do, showing you what to do, writing everything out for you, like doing the whole nine. That's what most people need. They get stuck at that roadblock where it's like you could even go to ChatGPT or Claude or whatever and have it write you out scripts, but you're still confused on even trying to figure out what's even.
what to say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
because you
still
don't
like
trust yourself. You don't even trust yourself that damn that this is the right shit. Because I'm not a good prompter. You don't even trust it.
you don't
Exactly.
know the prompts, then at that point, it could tell you how to do your lighting. You still don't know how to set your camera angles up. You still don't know how to do your lighting. You're still questioning if your fucking your hat is crooked and all this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like the smallest stuff stop people from posting content or becoming viral, right? And making money online. It's crazy. And that's why when people actually start making money online, they're just telling you like post the fucking content. Like that's all people are telling you at that point because it's literally as simple as that. Get out of your own head. But nah, yeah. So everybody make sure y'all got that link. I copied it. So I'm gonna paste this when I post the replay. So when people run this back, as they come into the group at any time over the years, they'll still have the link and be able to lock in on a call and make some stuff happen. But bro, I definitely appreciate you 1000%. Yeah, and I keep it's only April and I done bumped into Carson what like 3 times already. We bumped into each other on a yacht in Miami. You know what I'm saying? We bumped into each other. What? We was just in Detroit. Was you in Atlanta too? Yeah,
Yeah, I was in
Atlanta too. Yeah, yeah, bro. We
Atlanta. Yeah, I was in
feel
Atlanta.
me? Like, hey, these are type of people you start bumping into when you making shit happen out here, y'all. All right. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, it was good having you in, bro. I definitely appreciate you. Much love, bro. Keep up, keep going crazy. Everybody, I hope you guys got a lot of value. I want everybody, yeah, the yacht. Oh yeah, B was at the yacht too. He had the purple shirt on. I don't know if you remember that, but he was the big black
Word.
dude with purple shirt and
Oh,
shit. Yeah.
word. Yeah. That's yeah, definitely hit my IG, bro. I didn't even know he was on the yacht.
Yeah,
That's
for
crazy.
sure. I want everybody to come up off of mute and just say, "Thank you, Carson. Good looking, Carson. We
Yeah, we gotta
appreciate
count it
you,
down. Count it
Carson."
Thank.
down.
Yeah,
Oh,
we gonna
oh,
Five,
we're
count
not
down.
ready yet.
four,
Appreciate you,
We gonna
bro.
three.
count down. We gonna count
Yes,
it down.
sir.
You ready? All right.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Three,
you.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you,
two,
thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you,
jams.
Carson. Yeah, my guy. All right, y'all was a little late on that, but it's okay. I'm trying to count down,
It
but
was early, goddamn. They
with it.
was saying it while you
I,
was counting
I
down.
always forget to do the countdown because this happened last time, but it's
Yeah,
okay, right? As long as we
yeah.
get the point across, it's like, hey, listen, we appreciate you, bro, for coming in, dropping the sauce, dropping the game. Hopefully, some of y'all click that link and get up with my guy. Um, and yeah, let's cook up. All right, we got work to do, y'all. Let's get it.
No, most definitely.
Nah, you good, Missy. We don't gotta do shit. We gotta do it again. I'll do it again. Nah, you good. All right, much love, y'all. I am out. Appreciate y'all.
Good night.